Reaction from lawmakers pouring in. Republican Senator Marsha Blackburn, member of the Senate Judiciary Committee, told Fox News, quote, "It's no coincidence that less than a week after President Trump is arraigned by the DOJ, Hunter Biden is pleading guilty to a sweetheart deal with no jail time. For AG Garland to maintain his mantra that there is one standard of justice is pathetic. If the DOJ thinks this dismisses the $5 million alleged bribery scheme or the years of reported Biden family corruption, they are mistaken," end of quote. Leo Terrell now, civil rights attorney, Fox News contributor. Great to see you. So you heard David Spunt say a couple of times that the agreement includes the words, "It's not over yet," basically. They're still looking at. There's more to the investigation. What do you make of it?
Oh, Karis, you know what that's for? That's to block the House Republicans from getting documents. Just imagine if they would have said, "Case is closed." They would have had no excuse, Department of Justice, from providing those documents to the House Republicans. Now that they say it's ongoing, we're still in an investigation. We got an investigation. So that provides a roadblock against the Republicans from subpoenaing those additional documents. And it's very shameful. This deal is a deal because Hunter Biden is the son of the president and he's a Democrat. It's a two-tier justice system, Harris.
Talk to me about the two tiers. I said rich and powerful versus everybody else. And in this particular instance, the most powerful.
Harris, look at the letter brief that was written by David Weiss. It is so vague. He had income of excess of $1 million, $1.5 million. What does that mean, Harris? Excess of 1.5. What jobs was he doing in 2017, 2018? They said he had a tax obligation in excess of $100,000. I know that as a lawyer. Those are vague, ambiguous terms. And for this man to walk away without any jail time and a diversion plan on the gun charge, Harris, I can tell you right now, President Trump is treated one way, and the rest of the country is treated a totally different way. If you're a Democrat, you get off scot-free. Hunter Biden is a perfect example of that, Harris.
Yeah, so what I was saying was rich, powerful versus everybody else, and then you feather it out to, no, this is political, too. It's Democrat versus GOP. And so how does this go forward, then? You heard Senator Marsha Blackburn just say there, we roll some tape on her, that, you know, if you think you're going to make that 5-year alleged bribery scheme against the president, the $5 million that went to him allegedly and the $5 million that went to his son go away, no way. That's not going to happen.
Exactly. And but what you expect, Harris, what I expect is the House Republicans and even Senate Republicans are going to expect numerous roadblocks from this Department of Justice, a lack of cooperation from the FBI. You can expect this. It's been going on for the last 2 years, Harris. As long as Merrick Garland and Joe Biden controls the Department of Justice in this country, the House Republicans are going to be stonewalled. They're going to have to fight tooth and nail and will not get any cooperation in any of their investigations. And I think that's unfortunate because the American public will see this play out, that there is a different standard if you are Republican versus Democrat. It's purely political. And here's one other point. By the way, we're approaching a 2024 major presidential election. So expect this to go on throughout next year.
You know, I can't miss this other thing, too, now that you brought up Dem versus is GOP in terms of justice. Look at the timing of this, Leo. The president just announced and kicked off his 20-day campaign over the next month. Finally, for the first time in many, 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 many days since he announced, he's finally out on the campaign trail. And lo and behold, with the great timing of this, the only question that he can be asked now is, what is your reaction to your son getting off on a couple of misdemeanors and still talking maybe about a felony?
Yeah, this is choreographed by the Democratic DNC. He's in California. Merrick Garland is out of the country, and basically you get a letter brief and that's it. And with the cooperation, Harris, of 95% of the mainstream media, they're going to downplay this. They're going to downplay it significantly. Oh, by the way, there's a Durham testimony today. They are trying to diffuse and downplay the Hunter Biden charges as if, okay, case closed. This case is not closed by any stretch of the imagination, Harris.
Biden, and this is coming from the Washington Post, Biden representatives have said that Hunter Biden previously paid back the IRS what he owed. So they're treating this almost like an also-ran moment of justice. It's like, well, he already paid the money back, and he's going to plead guilty to this and plead guilty to that. We'll cover every second of it, but the Durham report is next, and we'll certainly focus on that. Leo Terrell, thanks for getting us started.
Thank you for having me, Harris. Thank you very much.
Hey everyone, I'm Emily Campagno. Catch me and my co-hosts Harris Faulkner and Kaylee McEnany on Outnumbered every weekday at 12 p.m. Eastern, or set your DVR. Also, don't forget to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page for daily highlights.